Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Vern's Misadventures. In this one we're going to work on continuing our retrobriting process for the Commodore 128 computer system. And I say system because today we're going to work on the 1571 floppy disk drive. So, without further ado, let's do this. Look here, you try to push this up like this, like you would do to open it up to take a disc out, and it actually raises the case. So there's definitely something wrong with this bad boy. I think I should get my mat out of the way and use the anti-static mat and get my wrist strap, I guess, to do this right. By the way, this is a 1571. If you look right here, it says so. Commodore 1571. We gotta figure out why you can't open this thing. It'll be okay. I've never taken one of these apart before. I've never had one of these before. So that ought to be a fun adventure. While we got it apart, we can go ahead and get it ready to Retrobright. Okay. Now how's it go apart? Okay. Oh, okay. So this top piece just comes off here. Now, what in the world is going on in here? I feel like somebody might have taken it apart and not put it back together quite right. As I understand it, this just kind of pulls off. Oh boy, maybe it doesn't. Oh boy, yeah, the wrong end came off, but at least we got it out of there. We'll get it sorted out. Piece. There's a piece. There's a piece. Oh my goodness. Let's get this unplugged. Okay, so the little handle part goes to the front of the unit. So I think we know what happened here. And that is that somebody took this apart at one point. It didn't exactly go back together the way it came apart. Yeah, this is supposed to come out of there like that. It's not supposed to screw everything up like this. Lesson learned. Next time we'll hold the shaft with the pliers or something. And it came right out. I don't know. Wow, what a mess. Alright. So what if that pin was out of there? And what if here's the part that really sucks is that I have to index it and I don't freaking have a clue how. And then this stuff went on there somehow. Oh boy. Okay. So that would come out there like so. Okay. And then this pin is supposed to go through here, I would think. Yeah. Let's see if we pull it back apart. So that would go like so. Yeah. And then this guy would go in there. Yep. Now it locks. And it opens. How about that? So I think we got that figured out. How about that? It needs to be disassembled so it can be retrobrighted though. Inside. That would go there. This would go here. Look at that, we fixed it. How cool is that? Nice. So next time, maybe we can get hold of the shaft there, hold on to it, and then pull this out. Yeah, that's how that goes nicely. Very nice indeed. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this little board out of here. Oh, there it is. Popped off there. Okay, and nothing seems to have broken. Okay, so that will go there. So this is ready for Retrobright. This is ready for Retrobright. Let's get the bottom part ready. This disk drive is probably worth about the same amount of money as the dang computer. So far, they both can perform the same trick. You turn on the power and the light comes on. So that's always nice. This all disassembled and cleaned up, huh? Alright, so the shorter screws hold the hard drive mechanism to the chassis, or to the case. The longer screws seem to hold the power supply in place. I'll take that screw out of there. Got one screw that holds two ground cables here. I'm going to put the screw back in the chassis. So this screw right here, is where these ground cables go. There were two of them here. So the power supply plugs into this front one here. It says CN1, and the slot goes towards the front of the unit. This connector, this black connector here, goes to the 10 pin 2-roll connector on the motherboard. And the rest of these connectors all go over here too. Longest one on the outside. The little ledge thing here, handle as I like to call it, the handle goes on to the outside of the unit on all three connectors. By all outward appearances, we should be able to lift this out of here. And such is the case. Okay. Now we just got to dismount this motherboard. This ground strap goes to the second hole on the right hand side if you're looking at the front of the unit. Second hole on the right hand side. It uses the longer screws to mount the motherboard. Oh, there's a screw right here. That would do it. So you got one screw that goes in between that green capacitor and the three-legged transistor there. I better lift right out now. Yeah. Well said. Now there are some radial capacitors on here. I wonder if it'd be a good idea to recap it. There's 4 capacitors on here. Then you got some ceramics. Just set that there. All this stuff needs to get cleaned up. But now I can clean these case parts and get them retrobrighted. So I guess we can get that process in the works while we wait on other parts to show up. Alright, just take these into the shower, or at least this piece. This one's really not that dusty, although it does have a vent. Yeah, I'm just going to rinse them all off in the shower and then clean them up at the sink. Not going to film in the bathroom.
that would be enough. Alrighty then. Nice. Alright, let's baste this turkey. Plastic wrapping register. Nice. There, nice. Very nice. Okay, cool. Let's pull that over here. Stays clear, not all wadded up. Alright, well, that's ready for the box. This one's just barely yellowed. The feet are just horrible, so I'm going to try the feet. I don't know if the rubber works on rubber or not. Might ruin the feet, in which case I'll have to replace them. Let's give it a shot, see what happens.
everybody, it's a new day. So we got the case retrobrighted. It came out quite nice, and I'll show that to you here in a little bit. But I don't want to put dirty components in that beautiful case, so we're going to clean these up a little bit. Just going to maybe scrub the motherboard there real quickly with a little alcohol, just to kind of clean any dirt and whatnot off of it. I keep calling it a motherboard. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. Is it proper to call it that? Maybe the main board or the logic board? I mean, it has a 6502 on it. How can it not be a motherboard? Show a little love. Be a shame to put something to drop dust and dirt, filth all over everything when you drop it in that beautiful case we got. So we'll put it together like this and wait to see if it works or not, to fool around with anything more. I think that's the best way to proceed. I think that looks better than it did. Probably clean it up. Give the bottom a little spritz too while we're at it. The next easy thing to do is we can kind of dust off the power supply a little bit. Get the keyboard broom off. Not a whole lot come off of that. It smells dirty. It's like dirt. Yeah, I think that will suffice. The real work is when we get to this guy here. This is 1571's main mechanism here. So we're going to need to clean the head, and we're going to need to lubricate the rails. Just all the fun stuff. Let's get a smaller brush. Somewhere in between too much and not enough, huh? Let's go ahead and clean up the head. Drive head. I don't want to lift it any more than we have to. Yeah, it was dirty. So the 1571 has two drive heads because it can read two sides of the disc. Clean both sides. We're to do this right. Okay. Yeah, I went through that. I can see. So anyway, it's swabbed off of there. So let's see what we can do here. This rail's cleaned up a little bit here. Put some fresh grease on it. And down inside here I see we have some rails too. So we'll just kind of get in there and clean those a little bit. Oh yeah, they were nasty.
thing I'd like to clean and lube is right in here. So this part right here, and also this mechanism right through here. Where this fine fella goes down. So, with all that done, now let's put a little grease on everything. Quite a bit nicer already. Right. Let's get a little bit more on here. Not much, just a little bit. Oop. So I'd like to get a little bit of grease up here, and then a little bit of grease under here. Really didn't need the fuzzies in here, just the grease. And then this is our eject mechanism right here. Put just a little grease right here, as well as probably underneath. Yep. And then a little over here. There. So. That's better. I think that's mostly got it. Yeah. Don't really see a need to mess with anything further in this at this point. Unless we find out we have something broken. Pushing back in place, put a little grease on that. Get that case over here. So here is the freshly retrobrighted case. And it really came out nice. Totally beige, and here's a little contrast against the brick that we haven't yet done, that we're going to do later. So, yeah. Come on, let's see. exactly sure where that's going to go just yet. Alright, so now that that's plugged in, and let's see, this one plugged in. And that puts us over here. Next step. We don't need no more problems. Alright, that goes there. Power supply goes back in and plugs in where? Plugs in over here. Okay. And goes there. Over here. There's all these ground cables. That one, this one. Let's put it in a hole, and it's done. Okay. We'll put the circuit board back in that. Let's see. Ready? Where's that? Yes. Yes. Okay. Then this guy went up here, like so. Yeah, so that hangs right on there like so. Then this guy will go on here like so, just push it on. Okay. Ooh, that works so nice. Let's try this floppy disk in there. So that slides in like so. Oh yeah. Okay. A little eject mechanism there pushes it right out. Right on. Ready? Woo! And this piece goes on like so. Put the screws in it. Look, even the feet got cleaned up. How about that? This one. Alright. I think that's everybody. And there we have it. One cleaned, lubed, and retrobrighted 1571 disk drive. Pretty sweet. With a working lever.
is pretty cool. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, I'd like to invite you to do so. Ring that notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload the next episode of Vern's Misadventures. So, the retrobriting came out nicely on the 1571, and we were successfully able to fix the lever that ejects the disc or allows you to place one inside it. So that was a complete success. So it's yet to be revealed whether or not the 1571 actually works, but stay tuned. Y'all take care.